Taryn Holowka with U.S. Greenbuilding Council, and we're here at Greenbuild with DPR Construction's Celia Hoag. Welcome, Celia.
Hi, thank you. Hi, Taryn.
Thank you. So I wanted to ask you today, I know that DPR is doing a lot with zero waste and construction waste. Can you talk a little bit about your initiatives around that area?
Yeah, sure. So DPR, we have an initiative to striving for zero waste by 2030, and that includes in our offices as well as on our job sites and the projects that we work on. And so we have kind of incremental steps that we are focused on in the next few years to help us get there and achieve that goal.
Can you talk about some of the challenges you're seeing around zero waste and these efforts?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big behavior change. There's a shift in the mindset that's kind of needed with our employees, as well as with in our design teams and our trade partners that we work with on our job sites. So it's about kind of helping them, kind of meeting them kind of in the middle in terms of like, we don't want this to be a burden when you're talking about, say, source separation out on your job site. We don't want you to have to walk like an additional amount of time that you could be either working or on break. But so we want to kind of meet you in the middle, but make sure that you have the education and the containers are set up that you know where to dispose of waste of.
I know you're using the True Zero Waste certification. Can you talk about any projects that you've certified or that you're looking to certify?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have our equipment supplier warehouse in San Diego that we're looking to get pre-certified at the beginning of the year, which is super exciting. And that's a warehouse that we share with both our equipment supplier crew as well as our self-perform work teams. And so that's super exciting that we're going to be, basically it's like a showcase, right, of not only what we can do out in the job site as well as, but also what we can incorporate into our own offices.
Exciting. So just one last question. Where do you kind of see the future of zero waste going? What do you think is on tap for next year and after that?
Yeah, I mean, I personally am a bit of a waste nerd. I think waste is extremely important, just considering kind of the toxicity of the emissions that come out of landfills, right? I think we're kind of done with burying our trash in the ground. Even my 4-year-old is asking questions about like, why do we do that, mommy? Like, and it's really something that I think we have to do better. We have to hold the waste industry accountable more. That means third-party verifying our waste facilities, which is part of True's certification program, as well as educating our haulers, making sure we're tracking our waste to begin with off our job sites, and following up and knowing where it ends, right? You start to uncover things where you're like, you're being told that things are going to a certain place or being recycled, but that's not necessarily the case. So it's really about kind of tracking that, being aware, holding yourself accountable, holding your haulers accountable, and making sure that the facilities are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for talking about these efforts, and it was great speaking with you.
Thanks, Taryn.